24 podcast, where lifelong friends Dean Legiro and Eric Kuber share their love of all things music and movies. Dean has directed short films and is a music trivia buff. And Eric, trained in audio engineering, brings his extensive knowledge of music and film to the conversation as they discuss, debate, and celebrate their favorite albums, films, and much more.
Welcome, friends, to the 3324 podcast. We are on time for once.
For once, yeah. Hopefully no technical glitches either. Hello, everyone.
I make no promises.
I
make no promises about that. No, I'm much more together this time, and I think I have crossed my I's and dotted my T's.
Nobody's blaming you
already.
Nobody's blaming.
I blame myself. I accept responsibility.
Oh,
I know you talk about me.
You're way too hard. Oh, come
I know
on.
you talk about me in other chat rooms about the debacle that was the last live show. Greetings, Kelly. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. Who else? There's a couple of people here. Throw your name into the chat so we can recognize and give you some greetings and salutations. We are happy and excited that you are here with us for the Clash.
The second SmackDown.
The actors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Welcome. Christy is here too. Elizabeth B. Christy, I'll remember to put your name in this time.
Beth B.
Sean. Welcome, Sean. How are you?
Sean Grady. Hello, sir.
Zach. Did I see Zach as well?
Hello, my son.
Yo. Welcome, one and all. So we're just going to wait for some more people to arrive. But you have found our Clash of the Actors. And if you look across the bottom, you'll see the matchups. And I'm sure we will go over them as more people get here. But you can kind of see what's on the slate if you forgot or if you didn't bother to download the scorecard. Shame on you. For shame.
Oh,
For shame.
Shots fired. Wow. Holding people accountable. There we go.
Shameful. So thank you everybody if you've downloaded or listened to our Book of Boba Fett limited series. Thank you for checking that out. Hopefully,
it's been fun.
If not, that's okay. A lot of people don't have Disney Plus. It's quite all right.
We're having fun with it.
We're having fun.
Yeah, we're kind of up and down with it. We're having.
So is everybody.
It's getting.
We're not outside of the norm of how people feel about this.
Right.
Series. So if you don't know what that means, you could listen to the episode. I mean, it would be interesting even if you haven't seen it. So thank you, Sean. Good Boba episodes. So tomorrow, of course, we've got a new full-length episode number 50.
50. Can you imagine? Can you believe it?
Can you believe
50?
we've done 50 full-length episodes, not including the quick hits and all the other stuff? So, wow. Yeah, so we decided to go back a little further in time to 1981, and the classic among classics, as we say, they're all classic. We should have just named it Classic Among Classics Podcast. It would have been probably easier instead of saying it all the time.
Not too late to change?
Yeah, no, we've already branded it. I bought this,
Hey,
the money's spent already.
There you go, okay.
Hello, Dwight. Welcome, sir.
Dwight,
so tomorrow's episode is a Camaro Classic. We should have a thing called Camaro Classics.
We should base all our episodes on cars.
A subgenre of stuff you would listen to while cruising, and it is the Journey album, Escape.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did somebody have our feed on? I think I heard it.
Yeah, that was my wife. She's she's there's a little bit of
monitoring,
delay there.
monitoring the chat for us. So
yeah.
Tomorrow is Journey Escape, the album from 1981. Got hit after hit after hit. This is no matter what age you are or when you grew up, if you heard this album, for us it related to so many different just memories, not specific stuff, but just that general feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Sean, we mentioned the Atari game.
We got it covered.
Actually, so we
got it all covered.
We got it covered. So
he thinks he's got one over on us. See, there you go.
Who's
So,
got
yes.
who's got two thumbs and does their research? This guy.
Yep.
And actually, Sean, not only the Atari game,
You should.
but we're going to give away. But there was actually an arcade game. There was a game in the arcades based on their Frontiers album.
Yeah.
So that was we talked about that too. But yeah, we definitely talked about the
Dwight knows all about that one, don't you,
video
Dwight?
game. Yeah, Dwight.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Journey Frontiers game in the arcades? It was different than the Atari 2600. But throw a hello in the chat if you're here. If we haven't heard from you yet, I think we've got everybody so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna wait just a little bit more for some more people to get here. And like I said, if you're just joining, you've got the matchups for our Clash of the Actors are down below, so you can see that. It's going to be a tough night. It's going to be an interesting night. So what we'll do is we'll kind of, a couple more people get here. We'll roll through the rules very quick. It goes very fast once we do it. We did change a couple of things just to make it a little bit easier. We will be giving out some prizes. Dwight, I remember it, but I avoided it. Like E.T., the video game from the 2600. 2600.
Are you talking about the Atari or the
I think it's
arcade game or the 2600 game?
I think he's talking about
Dwight.
the 2600.
Okay,
game.
yeah.
I'm guessing.
Because I remember Dwight was all over Frontiers. I know you love that album, big time. So I was, so I do remember the arcade game. I think pretty sure Nathan's had it.
Yeah, they did. That's why
yeah.
that's why I played it. I played it definitely at Nathan's on Central Avenue. If you are joining us, please throw just a simple hello into the chat so we know you're here. We will be giving away a cool prize tonight. Very interesting. Since we're doing trivia, I thought it would be fun to for a prize to gift everybody, or not everybody, but whoever gets selected tonight, a trivia book. So you will 2 winners will receive the Ultimate Trivia Volume 1, which is 800 plus fun and challenging trivia questions. So you can kind of be a trivia master. And if you have a trivia night or you just like the general knowledge, it's always good to have those kind of books just hanging around.
And if you consider yourself a master after reading it, then we'll book you on the show and you can match wits with Dean.
There you go.
And there's there's our third SmackDown. It would be
That's it.
Dean
Clash
and
of the- Clash of the Brains.
of the trivia buffs.
Or like I say, those are good bathroom books. If you're a bathroom reader, like that kind of book is easy. You just put it in and you can just read trivia questions and stuff like that.
Are you seriously talking about potty humor? I mean, are we doing that right now?
Oh, people sit on the bathroom and read.
He's keeping it real. That's it.
You know, it's a real thing. There's a whole Seinfeld episode about it, right? The book was flagged because it was read in the bathroom.
That's right.
So that's the way it is. So we've got our let's roll through our matchup since number 1 is coming. We're going to be doing 5 rounds. We'll ask a trivia question for each one just for some fun. We've got Morgan Freeman versus Gary Oldman. Mm-hmm. Jack Nicholson versus Denzel Washington in round number 2. Al Pacino versus Dustin Hoffman in round number 3. Michael Douglas versus Ryan Gosling in round number 4. Marlon Brando versus Gregory Peck in round number 5. Mm-hmm. And then actually we do have the wild cards, which I neglected to put in. We've got 4 wild cards. We've got, on my side, it's Humphrey Bogart. And who was my other one? It was, I just got to pull it up. Humphrey Bogart and Leonardo DiCaprio. And Tom Cruise.
I have Tom Cruise and James Cagney.
So you'll be able to use the wild card if you are the person that is selected to play. We are going to ask a trivia question. First, everybody's going to vote. We'll ask a trivia question. Whoever is the first one to get the answer correctly will get an extra entry on the Wheel of Names. We'll spin the Wheel of Names to see who plays. Okay? Mm-hmm. If you are selected to play, you can decide to leave the matchup as is, and then we will spin the modifier wheel, which we can pull up right now. We'll show that on the stream. We'll spin the modifier wheel, which has pluses, minus votes. Spin again. An instant win. There's a picture of someone holding some Oscars. If you get that, your side, whoever you voted for, instantly wins. Or there's a sad Bill Murray losing an Oscar face, which would be an instant loss. And then anything else, we will just do the appropriate task of 2 spaces forward, 2 spaces backwards, plus 1, -1 votes. Yep. Anybody have any questions about that? Is that good? I think it is. It's going to be pretty straightforward. And then at the end, what we'll do is everybody will be eligible to win, a copy of the book. We'll give away 2 copies of the book. Last time we gave away whoever got the trivia right, but I think it'll be more fun just to give everybody an opportunity at the end. So sure. if you do get your a trivia question right, though, you get an extra entry on the Wheel of Names, so you can have a chance to either play or have a better chance of winning something. Sounds good, right?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So for those just joining us, tomorrow our new episode comes out, Journey. The album is Escape, and it is episode number 550. Absolutely incredible. Who would have thunk?
That's right. 40th anniversary of the album, 50th episode for us, and it's just timeless. Yeah.
And we did.
It's ageless. it is.
Yeah,
And,
I think so.
Absolutely.
Especially, again, a lot of these groups get a second life through social media, through use of the songs in music. I mean, through
films,
movies and films and TV shows, and we talk a little bit about journey through that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. So, let's start. Without further ado, as more people jump in, we'll kind of refresh on the rules if need be. So what we've got first up is our first matchup is going to be. I'm just going to wait for it to roll through again. It is going to be
Morgan Freeman versus Gary Oldman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to start voting now. So everybody, put your vote in for who is the actor you prefer to see in a role, and if you want to put in with your vote what movie you like them in. So for this one, we're going to start right now. This is our first clash, is Morgan Freeman versus Gary Oldman. So put your vote into the chat, and then once we get the votes, we will do a trivia question to see who's going to play. So we've already got a vote for Morgan. Andy. My friend. God, Sean, I'm guessing is voting for Morgan Freeman because of Shawshank.
Yep.
We've got a Gary Oldman as well.
Elizabeth Berg-Open.
Yeah, we've got two for Morgan Freeman, and Zach is also saying Gary Oldman. So we've got a tie right now. We've got 6 people in there, so we still need 2 more votes.
That's because he played Gordon.
That's it. Well,
the big Batman.
Yeah, throw in Elizabeth and Zach. Also throw in what movie you're thinking of and what that would do it for him. So
it's hard. It's tough. These are 2 fine actors. I mean, they've got such a great slate.
Yes,
of films.
But only one was on the Electric Company.
Only
one was on the Electric Company.
Yeah. Unless Gary Oldman perhaps was in some British version of a children's show back in the day, but I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more people out there we're waiting for votes on. We've got 2 for Morgan Freeman, 2 for Zach is saying Dark Knight was probably his old, and Kelly's saying Leon, and so she's got Gary Oldman. So we've got 3 to 2 for Gary Oldman. If I think Christy hasn't voted yet, if she's out there, she needs to get her vote in. And there it is. Christy as well. Gary Oldman. Love Morgan Freeman, but Oldman has more versatility. Not an easy choice. So we've got 4 to 2 in Gary Oldman, right? So what we're going to do, Eric is going to read a trivia question. Whoever gets the answer first correct will be playing. Actually, they're going to get an extra. I'm sorry. I got to get the rules right as well. Whoever gets the trivia question correct is going to get an extra name on the wheel, and then we will spin to see who plays, and then you can decide if you want to leave everything as is, spin the modifier, or substitute a wild card, and then we would re-vote. So go ahead and Harry Potter was Elizabeth Berg's favorite Oldman one. So go ahead, roll it out. Here comes trivia.
So our first trivia question for the evening: for what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination?
We will wait for everybody to answer, but the first correct answer will get an extra entry on the Wheel of Names, and that is for either winning one of our prizes or to play the next round and decide. Sean Grady, We've got Christy with Philadelphia. We've got Sean Grady with Big.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Zach Kuber, Philadelphia.
I'll read the question again. For what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination?
And no Googling.
Not win, but nomination.
Not Googling.
Right.
And if you're just joining us, please put a hello or a comment in the chat so we know you're here and we can welcome you and say hi. Or if you want to just have the first thing you do be an answer to the trivia question, that's fine as well.
I'm always feeling like I'm just joining in. Hi. Hi, Dean.
Hello. Elizabeth. Joe versus the volcano. There's
wow. She's digging deep in the well there.
Hey, John, what's up?
John DeGoog.
How are you?
How are you?
Welcome aboard. We're going to put you into the wheel. So our first question for our Clash of the Actors is, go ahead again.
Read the question again?
Sure, one more time.
Okay, one more time. For what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination?
We'll give another 15 seconds for people to type in their answer. And then we will go on to the next phase. So far, the votes are 4-2 in favor of Gary Oldman. And then whoever is the spin, we will kind of go over the directions and we'll let you know what the next steps are, and we'll go through it. And then the rest of the rounds will definitely go quicker, so it's always going to be Michael John Legiro saying Castaway. Dwight is saying Big. So we've got
Are we
the
ready
first.
for the
Yeah, we're ready.
answer?
So the very first, what is the answer? Now we'll let you know who the first person that got
Okay, the
correct
answer is
was.
Big. And I believe Sean Grady had it first. Am
Yes.
I correct on that? Yeah.
That is correct. Sean had the first correct answer with Big was the first nomination that Tom Hanks received. So again, not what he won, but first that he received. So Sean's going to get his name on the wheel twice. Okay, and now we go into the next phase. So we're going to spin I'm going to pull up the other wheel. We're going to spin to see who plays. And then we'll go from there. So let me get rid of this wheel for now. Hide that one. We're going to add, share a screen here. Boom. 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 Let's see, do we got it?
He's on top of it.
Nope. Hang on one moment. It's just, it's very, when you're sharing, it's just very strange. There we go. Okay, here we go. So we are going to, there we go. So we're going to be spinning to see who is going to be playing the round. So we'll get that going. And then from there, that person will decide what they want to do. Do they want to leave everything as it is? We'll spin the modifier. Or if you want to take your actor out and put in a wild card, we will revote, and then that will be the end of it. So here we go. We are going to spin to see who is going to be playing. Everybody will be eligible at the end for a prize. We'll be giving away 2 copies of trivia. Dwight will be playing this round. Welcome. So now we move into the playing phase. So Dwight, what do you want to do? Do you want to leave the matchup as Morgan Freeman versus Gary Oldman? That's your first question. If you do, we are going to spin for a modifier and see if there's any votes removed, added, an instant win or an instant loss. Or do you want to go to the bench and put in a wild card? You've got Leonardo DiCaprio, you've got Humphrey Bogart, you've got James Cagney, and you've got Tom Cruise. Hello, Dawn. Welcome. How are you? Hello, Dawn. Welcome aboard. We're going to put you into the wheel of names. So, Dwight, the choice is yours. What would you like to do? Hate wild card. He's going to leave it. All right, there's the choice. Dwight is going to leave it. So, we are going to spin. Dwight is going to leave it to the duel of the fates. We are going to spin this wheel, and you can see there's different modifiers, -2, move spaces back and forth. So, here we go. This is going to decide what we do. Here comes the spin. Actually, let me shuffle it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Here we go. Our first clash. Morgan Freeman has 2 votes. Gary Oldman has 3. And we are adding 2 votes. I believe Dwight voted for...
Gary Oldman had 4 votes. It was 4-2.
Okay. Dwight actually never voted. So who were you going to be voting? We need to know who he's going to be voting for. And actually,
yeah, that would help.
Hello, Beth. Dwight,
hey,
we
Beth.
need to know who you voted for, who you were voting for. Was it Morgan Freeman or was it Gary Oldman? He said Gary Oldman? Or you're hoping?
No, I'm
Oh, you hope.
I'm just, yeah.
Oh, he said Morgan in the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's a tie. 4-4. Because
that's right.
Plus 2 votes.
That's right.
We have our first tie ever in the clash of the actors. A draw. We've got a draw.
We've got a draw.
Amazing. Our first one is you know what? It couldn't have been a better thing. It couldn't have been better for these 2 actors to face off and not be able to have a defined winner. So we're going to move to our next round. I'm going to do I will do the honors for the trivia question. But our next matchup, Jack Nicholson versus Denzel Washington. Okay, first of all, throw a hello in the chat so we know that you're here. We can put you on the wheel so you can play. Now you're going to be voting. We just need to know Jack Nicholson versus Morgan Freeman. Versus Denzel Washington. Sorry.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson versus Denzel Washington. Get your votes in now, and also throw in one movie that you really think personifies their performance, and what you're thinking about leading to your choice. We've got a Denzel. We've got those coming in. So put your vote in for Jack Nicholson or Denzel Washington. Which of those 2 actors facing off?
Is Jack? Is it going to be Jack? There he is. John DeGood, Jack. Got one.
Denzel Training Day. See, that's what I like to see. I like to see the actor and the role.
Yeah, put a movie in if you can.
If you can. Mm-hmm. Nicholson, Batman and The Shining. Nice. Go ahead, get your votes in. Get your votes in and let us know what you're voting for. Sean is saying Training Day as well for
Denzel.
For Denzel. Jack in The Departed. That's Frank Costello.
Uh-huh.
When I say bury a body in the mosh, this ain't reality TV.
This ain't reality TV.
Jack's movies are more top-heavy, but Morgan better overall. I think you mean Denzel. I misspoke. It's Denzel, so we're going to go with that. Inside Man was good too, but that's Denzel. See, that's right. The Shining. We've got a lot of good. This is a good matchup because they are 2 very different actors. You know, Dwight hit it right here. You know, Jack can go a little over the top.
Jack is Jack.
Yeah, Denzel.
He's
a little more nuanced.
I think more nuanced, and I think Denzel might have a bit more range.
Yep,
that's my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jack Nicholson played an astronaut.
Yeah, but he's still
out of pure
Jack.
loyalty, I have to vote for Jack Nicholson. Denzel is one of my faves, but Jack has been my man for years. Chinatown, 5 Easy Pieces, Shining, Terms of Endearment, etc.
Ah, nice.
There you go. All right, we'll give you another 15 seconds. We'll tally the votes. We'll do trivia, and then we'll see who's going to play next. So let's see what we got here. I didn't come prepared. I needed like a pen and paper so I could tabulate, but sorry, blew it. Actually, didn't Kelly help us out the last time with the tabulations?
She did.
She did, but she's off today.
No, I think
she's off the payroll.
You tabulating?
Got 2. I know we got it. We got 2 Denzel, 1 Jack. 3 Denzel, 1 Jack. 4 Denzel, 1 Jack. 4 Denzel, 2 Jack. 4 Denzel, 3 Jack. Looks like 4-3, 4-4. It's 5-4 Jack. 5-4 Jack.
5-4 in favor of Jack Nicholson.
Of Jack. Yep, 5-4 in favor of Jack. Last chance, if you haven't voted yet, get your votes in. But right now it is 5-4 Jack Nicholson. Cuckoo's Nest and Shining are tops. Yeah, Cuckoo's Nest, absolutely. Agree on the range. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we've got 5-4 Jack Nicholson. Okay, we're going to roll out a trivia question. Whoever gets it right is going to get an extra name on the wheel of names, and that will increase your chances of being the player that changes maybe the course of this thing, and you'll have an extra chance of winning. Tonight's prize is the Trivia Volume 1. It's 800 plus questions of trivia that you can have in your house. So when you're looking for some knowledge, you can go to that book, or if you're hosting a trivia night at home. So here we go. Here's your question. The first correct answer is going to get the extra name in. So let's see. Who voiced the sultry Jessica Rabbit in Who's Afraid of Roger Rabbit? Who provided the voice for Jessica Rabbit in Who's Afraid of Roger Rabbit? Put your guess into the chat. The first correct answer will get an extra name on the Wheel of Names. Then we will spin to see who plays. Who was the voice of sultry Jessica Rabbit in Who's Afraid of Roger Rabbit? And put your guess in there, and we're going to let everything roll through before we say anything, just to know, just to see where we're at, and just to see who's going to be getting their extra name on there, an extra vote. So go ahead and put that in there.
Please. We just want the rabbit.
It was an amazing film when it came out.
Yeah, it was.
It was an amazing film.
I still like it.
Groundbreaking.
No, I think it still works.
Except for Christopher Lloyd, as that, at the end, is like, geez.
It got a little crazy, but
it got pretty gruesome too, with the putting him into the melting, whatever that.
I loved it. I loved it. There's a lot of things we could talk about in this movie.
Yeah,
some things that are not so subtle.
Yeah.
In terms of
but groundbreaking for Zemeckis. I mean, that was just just an amazing one. Let's get a couple of more. I think we'll give you another 5 to 10 seconds. Get your guess in. Who voiced the sultry Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And Kelly's question is Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. The actress who voiced the sultry Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit was none other than Kathleen Turner. The first answer we have in our feed is Zach Kuber. So Zach, you will get an extra name. You will get an extra entry on the Wheel of Names, and then we are going to spin to see who plays. So Dwight, we're going to remove you from this one. So if your name comes, I don't want to remove you from the wheel, but if your name comes up, we're just going to spin again to get someone else. Okay, that's going to be the easiest way to do that. So we are going to pull up the names. Here we go. This is to spin to see who's going to be playing, and then you will decide if we're going to go with a wild card or leave the voting as is. And it was 5-4 Jack Nicholson. Christy. So Christy, you have a choice to make. You have a couple of choices. Do you want to leave the voting as it is? Jack Nicholson 5-4 versus Denzel Washington. If you do, we will be spinning the modifier wheel, which could add votes. It could take away votes, or it could be an instant win or an instant loss. Or you can remove Jack Nicholson and you can substitute any wild card from the listing.
She's not anyone you like. Her boy Jack. She's not going to do that.
He's on YouTube. That's why. Dwight, you're not going to be seeing him because on YouTube the all the chat comes through us. So if you're on different formats, you're not going to see it. So I can show you it though. I can show you. We got you. We got you covered here. See, if you see that little red icon, that means they're on YouTube, so you will not see them in your Facebook chat. Unfortunately, it doesn't integrate really well that way. Christy's saying, leave it alone and let the wheel decide. All right. So we're going to...
Way to go.
We're going to remove that. We're going to put up the wheel, and we are going to spin to see what happens. I like this. Let the wheel decide. Let's shuffle it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we go. Jack Nicholson has 5 votes. Denzel Washington has 4. And -2 votes. So Jack Nicholson goes down to 3, and Denzel Washington wins that round with 4 votes. That is a win. So Jack has been defeated by the wheel. Denzel Washington has won that actor clash. Congratulations to Denzel Washington and to Team Eric. He has taken the lead in our clash because the first one was a tie. So well done. Well done.
Are we going to have a tiebreaker?
I thought about it. I don't think we need to. Okay. Unless we go 2-2, we might need to. We might need to figure something out.
Okay.
So, Christy. See? She had to let it, The wheel has betrayed her.
Oh.
So we are moving on to round number 3 in our Clash of the Actors. Al Pacino versus Dustin Hoffman.
This is a wow. A good one.
What movie, Eric, what movie were they in together?
Al Pacino. Oh, they were in.
What movie were they in together?
Dick Tracy.
They were in Dick Tracy together.
That's right.
Al Pacino played Big Boy Caprice,
and Hoffman was Mumbles.
Big Boy did it. So let's get your votes in. We've got Dustin Hoffman versus Al Pacino. So put in your vote and put the iconic role that you identify them with as well. That's fun to talk about. So and we'll kind of go through it. If you're just joining us, please put a hi in the chat so we can enter you into the Wheel of Names so you can be eligible, A, to play along and help decide the outcome, and enter to win a trivia, Trivia Volume 1. I'm sorry, it's called Ultimate Trivia Volume 1, which is 800 plus trivia questions.
Extensive. All right, are we ready for our next trivia question?
Let's wait for the votes to come in.
Okay.
While they're voting, we don't want to have them overload their minds. They're thinking about their choices. They're thinking about the role. They're thinking about the actor
and the movie
and the movie. What it was. So let's get that in, and then you'll be able to roll out that trivia question.
All right.
Let's see what we got so far. So far we've got 1 for Hoffman, 1 for Pacino, 2 for Pacino, 3 for Pacino, 4 for Pacino, 5 for Pacino.
Wow.
1 for Dustin, so 5-2, 5-3. Pacino's got 5. Hoffman has 3. That's not a close enough range that anything is safe, depending on the outcome and depending on the spin of the wheel or what the players choose. So we've got 5 for Al Pacino, 3 for Dustin Hoffman, and we've got some great Hoffman. Here we go. Christy, Pacino was very good catalog. Hoffman had more legs in his career. I'm not sure about that. Marathon Man, Tootsie, All the President's Men. I don't know that. I mean, you don't really hear Hoffman doing much right now, right? What hasn't done anything recently? Hook. Dustin, of course, Rain Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got The Godfather for Pacino. We've got Hoo-Wah, A Scent of a Woman. Got Godfather 2. And we have another Scent of a Woman and another Godfather. So that's, but it looks like the iconic roles are Scent of a Woman and Godfather. Hoffman, great actor, bar none.
Yeah,
so we'll give you another 5 seconds to vote, and then we'll do the trivia.
Again, I think much more eclectic than Pacino.
Yeah,
that's,
Tootsie.
My opinion.
I don't think Pacino never dressed up as a woman.
I'm actually surprised.
That he didn't.
No, I'm actually surprised that a lot of people didn't vote more for Hoffman because he did have a more storied career. I mean, Pacino took off with The Godfather, but then
Pacino became too much of a character of himself. The same could be said of Nicholson.
Yeah,
but Christie chose to overlook that for Nicholson. What do we got here? Pacino's worst film is Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler. Yeah, I would agree with that. Why did he even do that? It was just silly. Okay, I think we've got our votes in. It's, 5 for Pacino, 3 for Dustin Hoffman. Mm-hmm. Eric is going to read the next trivia question. First correct answer, we'll get an extra name on the Wheel of Names, and you'll be able to play. So go ahead. We will not divulge anybody's answers until we've seen everybody vote.
All right.
Keep in mind, there are people on YouTube, so you may not see it in the Facebook chat, and then people on YouTube will not see the Facebook answers.
Okay.
Sean is just saying one last thing. Don't ever take sides against the family, Christy.
All right. So our second question: which 2 actresses have been Bond girls have won Oscars. They both played Bond girls in their career, and they both have won Oscars.
So we're looking for 2 names.
For 2 actresses.
2 actresses. The stakes are getting higher. The questions are getting tougher. We've already got somebody tapping out. Kelly's out. I'm out. No idea. This could be a tough one. We may need to go a second. We need 2 names, though. We need 2 names. So we're looking for, the answer is going to be 2 Bond girls.
That, to clarify, obviously they did not win the Oscar for their role as a Bond girl.
Never know. You don't know. We don't know.
But they have played, but they both played Bond girls, and they both won an Oscar.
All right, we need 2. We need 2 answers, and we're not putting answers up because we don't want to give anything away or inspire anybody. But we need 2 answers from each, 2 names from each entry. And if it goes to hell in a handbasket, we'll just roll out another question. That's okay. we have backups, so
we do. Have we stumped everyone?
They're probably on Google. No, it's a tough one. It
is.
You know, if you're not a Bond fan, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Not everybody is. But if you're thinking about Academy Award-winning actresses, you might be able to then go from there and connect them.
That's right.
So we've got answers rolling in. We'll give it another 10 seconds. But we're not going to answer that question, Christy. No hints. You need to make your guesses, but we need 2 names. Otherwise, we'll just roll out another one. Another trivia question. We got plenty.
No takers?
What era of Bond? Okay, we can answer that question. Well, it's any era. I mean, you know, it's the whole thing. Okay, we'll give another 10 seconds, and we will then close it out, and we'll see if we've got a correct answer. If you've already played, though, we would ask you to sit out. That's only fair. We want to give everybody a chance. So if you did get it correct and you've already played, we will remove that answer and then go. Mm-hmm. And if we don't have a correct answer out of that, we will then move on to a different question. Does that sound fair enough?
Sure.
That's fair.
One more time. Which 2 actresses that have been Bond girls have won Oscars?
It was not Denzel. And it looks like, we did get 1 correct answer, but that person has already just played. So go ahead and roll out the answers.
All right, the answers are Halle Berry and Kim Basinger.
Yep. Okay. And there was 1 person that got it correct. It was Christy got it correct, but she just played. So we are going to move on. Do you have another question ready, or you want me to do one?
Sure, I'll do another one.
Okay, go for it. This is hopefully, Eric, I gave Eric a lot of the stumper because I know he likes to do the difficult questions. So roll this out. But you're not playing, Christy, so woo-hoo, but boo-hoo as well.
So for what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director?
There we go.
This is easy.
He's bringing you back down to earth.
There you go.
What was it again? We need the...
For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director?
All righty. First correct answer, we'll get an extra entry on the Wheel of Names, and then we'll spin. And this is for Al Pacino versus Dustin Hoffman. Pacino has 5, Hoffman has 3.
3.
Hey, welcome, Casey.
Casey.
Welcome aboard.
Any response?
Any response?
Are we stumping people again?
No. We've got more people coming in. No, we've got we got a lot. There's a lot of them. A lot of answers. We're going to wait another 10 seconds and then we'll roll it out. We'll show some of the answers. Welcome, Casey. Casey, I have an update for you. The Iron Man gingerbread pops that we gave out like 2 shows ago were delayed, but they should be shipping out, I believe, later this week. So for Elizabeth as well. I believe Elizabeth won the Iron Man pop too. So those have been delayed, but they will be out. The YouTubers have responded, so Christy is monitoring the YouTube. Here we go. So what was the answer?
The answer is Schindler's List.
Schindler's List was the
first movie that Steven Spielberg won his first Oscar for Best Director.
We had quite a few of these, Jaws, and we had a couple of E.T.s. Our first Schindler's List our first one was Mr. Sean Grady. Yeah.
Here's a little bit to the Jaws.
Actually, Sean played already, so actually we're going to go to someone else. Sorry. The next winning answer was Christy with Schindler's List, so we're going to move off of Christy. The next one was Dwight with Schindler's List, so we're going to move off of that one as well.
Wow.
Which means John DeGoog
Congratulations.
is going to be playing next. So, John, we're going to add you to the Wheel of Names a second time. Okay?
Interestingly enough, about Jaws, Spielberg wasn't even nominated for Best Director. Was nominated for Best Picture.
Woohoo.
But did not get a Best Director nomination.
WTF.
Which everybody was sort of very confused about.
Yeah. He's been denied quite a few times, and then Schindler's List finally. Okay, so John, you're going to be playing. So John, you need to let us know what you want to do. So right now, hey Ray, welcome aboard. Here's what we've got going on, hey, John. Ray. Here's the next steps. It is 5-3 with Al Pacino in front of Dustin Hoffman. So John, you decide what you want to do. Do you want to leave the voting as is and spin the wheel and leave it to fate? Or would you like to substitute one of those actors with a wild card? The wild cards are Leonardo DiCaprio, Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney, and Tom Cruise. So John, let us know what you would like to do. So far the trend is leave it to the wheel.
Leave it to the wheel.
But we'll see. It is your choice. Here it is.
Let the wheel decide.
That seems to be the quote of the night is let the wheel decide.
That's what I do. That's a great answer. Yeah.
Kind of like Thunderdome. Two enter, one leaves.
Let it ride.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get the wheel going. And we are going to let the wheel decide. So whatever different options we've got instant win, +1 vote, plus minus, all this great stuff. We're going to shuffle it up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. Al Pacino 5, Dustin Hoffman 3. What is going to happen? Oh, and who are you spinning for, by the way? John, who did you vote for? So we have to spin again, so thank God. John voted for...
I think he voted for Al Pacino.
Just trying to go back.
I'm fairly certain. Yeah.
Yes, he voted for Al Pacino. So whatever the spin of the wheel comes will affect Al Pacino. Thank God we got that straightened out pretty quick. So we're going to close, spin again. Here we go. We are spinning for Al Pacino and what's going to happen with his 5 votes. And we spin again.
Spin again.
Here we go. Al Pacino 5, Dustin Hoffman 3. Ooh.
1 space backward.
1 space backward. So if we go 1 space backward, it is 1 space forward and 1 space backward. It's never going to end.
Wow.
What are the chances of that happening? Going 1 space backward to go 1 space forward. We need to spin one more time. I love it. I love it. We are letting the wheel decide, and the wheel is not cooperating.
Right. There we go. That's
-2 votes. -2 votes for Al Pacino. You know what that does?
That's a tie once
again. That's another tie. We have another tie.
Another tie. Ugh.
Whoops. Hide on stream. There we go. We have another tie. So our first tie was Morgan Freeman versus Gary Oldman, ended in a dead heat. Jack Nicholson versus Denzel Washington, and Denzel won. Dustin Hoffman versus Al Pacino was a dead heat. Sean's right. Everybody gets a trophy. This is participation for the actors. We're moving on to round number 4. If you're joining us, Welcome to our Clash of the Actors. This is an opportunity for us to shill. Also, we've got a new episode coming out tomorrow. It is episode number 50, our 50th episode already. And we are talking about the 1981 classic album from Journey, Escape, with the car stereo hits Don't Stop Believin', Stone in Love, Who's Crying Now, and Open Arms. Missed the first vote, Morgan Freeman. Well, too late. That's a tie. So we're going to move on to round number 4. Okay? And you're going to vote for your favorite actor, and your choices in round number 4 are Michael Douglas and Ryan Gosling. When you put your actor, please put the role that you most identify with them while you're making your decision. I'm going to guess we're going to see if we see Michael Douglas, we're going to see Wall Street. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm guessing. But go ahead and get your votes in. Ryan Gosling versus Michael Douglas, and then I will roll out a trivia question. So far, Eric's team is actually winning 1-0 because we've had 2 ties.
Yeah, but we definitely got to do something about that. We got to have a tiebreaker or something, at least for one of them.
We've got Douglas. Well, let's see what happens. You might win it with just one. Michael Douglas, American President. Mike Douglas, good acting. The Game.
Yes.
Nice.
Excellent.
Ryan Gosling. We are the Titans, the mighty, mighty Titans. Jewel of the Nile. We're getting some, I'm not getting any, there's one Wall Street. There it is.
Wow, he went for the sequel. Casey Bauer. Wow. I love Romancing the Stone. But, yeah. Jewel of the Nile.
Yeah. Get your votes in. Ryan Gosling versus Michael Douglas. And what role do you remember him in and fondly that's influencing your vote? Got to get your votes in. We are playing tonight. We will be giving away 2 copies of the Ultimate Trivia Book, Volume 1, 800 plus fun and challenging trivia questions. That will be mailed out to you directly. We'll be giving away 2 of those. So anybody that gets a trivia question right actually gets an extra entry into that as well for that. Casey said he loves them both. You know, you got to choose, though. Life is about choice. You have to choose one or the other. Oh, The Place Behind the Pines, Ryan Gosling. That was a good.
Yeah.
That was with Bradley Cooper. It was a very strange film, right? Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Place Beyond the Pines. Oh God, so strange. Douglas, American President. Gosling in 2049. Well, whose father are you? Who's your father? I should say.
Constant K. Officer Constant K. He was great.
All right, let's get a little tally going. Here we go. We've got 2 for Douglas, 3 for Douglas, 1 for Ryan Gosling, 4 for Douglas, and 2 for Gosling, 5 for Douglas, 2 for Gosling, 5 for Douglas, 3 for Gosling, 6 for Douglas, 3 for Gosling, 7 for Douglas, 3 for Gosling, 8 for Douglas, 3 for Gosling. Did anybody say The Notebook? No one said The Notebook. You just did.
I did.
So that is, we've got 8-3. Michael Douglas to Ryan Gosling. It is not over, though. Okay? If you're a Ryan Gosling fan and you're playing, you've got a chance for an instant win. Or you've got a chance for an instant loss if you're a Michael Douglas fan, too, if you decide to spin the wheel. If you want to, you can also substitute. So if you're a Gosling fan and you think the odds are stacked against you, you can add in Leonardo DiCaprio, we vote again. You can add in Tom Cruise, we vote again. Humphrey Bogart or James Cagney, we vote again. So that's what makes this so fun. Mm-hmm. Here comes your next trivia question. First correct answer will get an extra name on the wheel. If you've already played, still continue to play trivia, but we want to get somebody else in also. So here comes the next question. Okay, here we go.
It is to you, sir.
It is to me. I'm trying to think about which one I'm going to do. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here's your question. The first correct answer will spin if you've never spun before, or you'll get your extra name on. How are John Cleese, Sean Connery, George Segal, and Kevin Costner connected? How are John Cleese, Sean Connery, George Segal, and Kevin Costner, how are they all connected? Put your answer into the chat. The first one will get an extra name on the Wheel of Names for your entry, and then we will spin to see who plays. We'll do John Cleese, Sean Connery, George Segal, and Kevin Costner. How are they connected? Besides the obvious that they're all actors. Boom.
Nice.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Oh, I know the answer. I got it. I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read it one more time. How are John Cleese, Sean Connery, George Segal, and Kevin Costner, how are they connected? We'll show... Did they do something related to JFK? Yes. They all shot him. I'm just kidding. Get your answers in. If we don't have an eligible answer, we'll move on to another question. We're going for the stumps tonight. We are going for the
you're always on me about asking the tough questions, boy.
We're doing the hard hitting questions. The tough. This is the trivia.
Yeah.
This is where you want to be. Take a guess if you're not sure. It doesn't cost anything to guess. How are John Cleese, Sean Connery, George Segal, and Kevin Costner? How are they all connected?
Pretty sure I know the answer, but I'm not 100%.
We'll give it another 5 or 10 seconds. This is round 4. Michael Douglas has 8 votes. Ryan Gosling has 3. Has to be Waterworld. We actually have 2 correct answers. But those people have already played and already guessed correctly. So I guess we're going to move on from it. The correct answer. Christy was first. They have all played Robin Hood.
They have all played Robin Hood, yep.
They have all played Robin Hood. Dwight was right behind with that as well. Dwight had Robin Hood. Mike Legiro came in quick with a Robin Hood as well. But I think he came in after I'd said it. So, unfortunately, he was he was late to the game. They all live in Calabasas is the right answer. They all start losing their hair at an early age. That's another one as well. That's another. Costner still has his hair.
For the most part.
Mike understands. All right, we're gonna ask a replacement question. This one's gonna go fast and furious. Here we go. This one should be a little bit easier. What is the highest grossing R-rated film of all time? Put your answer in the chat. What is the highest grossing rated R film of all time? First correct answer. We've got some coming in. First correct answer.
My goodness.
Cinderella. We've got some good. Wow. We've got some really interesting answers. First, the highest grossing rated R film of all time. Let's go for it. Highest grossing R-rated film movie of all time was not Cinderella. Was not Bambi as well. Another 10 seconds so we can get on. We're still on round 4.
Easy. Wow.
This is a round 4. Michael Douglas, 8 votes. Ryan Gosling, 3 votes. Give you another couple of seconds. Just even if you've played already, it doesn't hurt to play trivia and guess. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a guess. Passion of the Christ is a guess. Pulp Fiction is a guess as well. And we are going to close out the voting. And the highest grossing R-rated film currently of all time is Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Yep.
Wow.
It's the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. Mike, you made it. You got skunked on the last one, but you got this one and you were the first one in. So you are going to get an extra name, your name on the Wheel of Names. There we go. And we are going to now spin to see who plays. So let's get that one pulled up on our Here we go. Let's get rid of. Let's hide that. Let's go. He's ready. Let's go. We're gonna be spinning to see who plays. So here we go. If you've already played, we're gonna omit you if your name comes up. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Wow! Not only did he get the trivia question right, but he's playing as well. Look at that. Would you look at that? Well done. So, Mike, here's what you need to do. You need to let us know if you are going to leave the matchup as is and spin the wheel, or who did you vote for? You voted for Ryan Gosling. So if you want to substitute Ryan Gosling with any of the wild cards, it could be Leonardo DiCaprio, Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney, or Tom Cruise. So the choice is yours. Put in a wild card for Ryan Gosling, and then we would re-vote based on that new matchup, or the famous quote, "Let the wheel decide."
Let the wheel decide.
I think I'm going to make something like with my voice, like, and play that. Like when someone does it, we can fire it off. Like, let the wheel decide.
Play it as it is. Do it.
Let's sub with a wild card.
Do it.
Mike is going to sub with a wild card, so you can choose. You could choose Leonardo DiCaprio. You could choose Tom Cruise, Humphrey Bogart, or James Cagney. Which one would you like to choose? Those are your wild card choices. Wheel in the sky keeps turning. Mike, he's going with Leo. I was afraid of this. Okay, we need to re-vote.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be one of mine?
No, you can pick any wild card. No,
okay.
They're all wild cards. Any one.
Okay.
They're free.
Okay.
Wild cards are free and easy. So he's going with Leo. So Eric has Leo DiCaprio. I have Michael Douglas. We need to re-vote quickly, so get your vote in. Now we're voting on Michael Douglas versus Leonardo DiCaprio, and that may change. So let's get these votes in. This is round number 4. Eric is leading 1-0, and we have 2 ties. So let's get your votes in. Leonardo DiCaprio or Michael Douglas. Here we go.
Oh, this is, yeah.
Leo the Departed. Leo in The Departed. Michael Douglas. Let's get those votes in now. We're re-voting Leonardo DiCaprio in The Departed or Michael Douglas. Leo, catch me if you can.
Good one.
It's going to be tough to catch him at this point.
That's a great film.
Staying with Mike. We like Mike. Leo. Douglas the game. Who did this to me? Why? All right, couple more seconds for your votes. Leonardo DiCaprio or Michael Douglas. Who is going to take this actor clash? Will Eric pull a commanding lead that I will not be able to break out of? This will seal it for me. If not. So let's see what we've got. We've got 1, 2 for Leo, 1 for Michael Douglas, 3 for Leo, 1 for Michael. Whoops. Hang on a second. I lost it again. 2 for Leo, 1 for Michael, 3 for Leo, 4 for Leo, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3. The original Squid Game. This guy's what did I say? 5-3. 5-4. Mike with Leo on top. 6-4 with Leo on top. 7-4 with Leo on top. Last chance to vote. 7. Right now it's 7-4. Leonardo DiCaprio over Michael Douglas. Christy, I think I have to go to Leo. Basketball Diaries, Departed, Once Upon a Time in America, Wolf of Wall Street. Well, if you take the last 2 words of the last movie you did, Wall Street, you've got your winner. Not the Wolf of Wall Street, Wall Street. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Last chance, Leo for Wolf of Wall Street. It looks like a lot of love for that one.
Leo, yep.
Kelly's saying this is the original Squid Game. I think we've got everybody. That is going to be it. Leonardo DiCaprio, the wild card, has come in and given Eric another actor win. Eric is leading 2-0, and we've had 2 ties. So Christy Christy gets extra credit for the extensive supplemental information that she's providing with her choice, which is good. We are on our last battle. Battle number 5. And for this one, if you guys remember, when we chose, we allowed ourselves to choose. We spun the wheel for everything else, but we chose number 5. And number 5's matchup is Marlon Brando versus Gregory Peck, 2 golden age of Hollywood titans. And Brando literally is a titan, or was a titan.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't know Eric was winning. Sorry. What?
Peck.
That's how it goes,
Peck.
Trying to get back in the family. So here we go. This is our last one. Vote for Marlon Brando or Gregory Peck, and put your favorite film if you can, if you know. If you're going with Brando, or if you're going to go with Gregory Peck. We've got even Steven so far. It's going to be a tough one. Can Dean get one? The ties are the ties. We're going to leave the ties as they are. But let's get your votes in for Marlon Brando or Greg Peck.
Again, one of those matchups where I feel Peck had more, not necessarily range acting-wise, but more eclectic type roles, more interesting roles. Brando was more the tough guy, pretty much straight through. I mean, God, Keys to the Kingdom, Moby Dick, Guns of Navarone, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Talking about Gregory Peck.
It's Gregory Peck.
This is all I have to say about Brando, the Freshman. Great film with Matthew Broderick, where he finally embraced like his Godfather character and kind of like lightened up. What am I going to do, Godfather? What am I going to do? Get your votes in, Marlon Brando or Gregory Peck. And right now it's, let's see. That's actually kind of close. Let's see. 1-1. 2-2. 3-3. 4-4. 8-4. No, that can't be it. It's got to be 7-4 because we only have 11 people here. Not to add to vote, but Brando is Juro. That's right. Wearing his Timex watch. Brando, Peck is great, but on the waterfront, Streetcar, Godfather, Guys and Dolls. That's some range there. I don't know if Gregory Peck ever did a musical.
Well,
right?
Did a horror. He was in The Omen.
Did horror.
Well,
Damien Thorne. So I believe that is 7-4 in Christy says she would give him Apocalypse Now, but he was such a pain in the ass on that shoot because Christy was there. She was wiping the sweat from Brando's brow when he was.
Yeah, there you go. See, I got it covered. See,
there you go. He's got the Kurtz look. So we've got 7-4 Marlon Brando over Gregory Peck. Eric, would you like to do the next trivia question? So again, first correct answer, we'll get your second entry on the wheel of names, and we will spin for our final battle.
Okay, I'm going to throw one in here that I don't have in front of me.
Oh boy, here we go. Now I'm scared.
Had to do it. What is the name of the only film Marlon Brando ever directed?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
The name of the only film that Marlon Brando ever directed.
I think I know it. I'm pretty sure I know. All right. If you've already won, you can continue to guess, but we've got a couple of names. We've got a couple coming in. We may need to go to one of our easier questions. Sean is trying to target around it, saying it was in the late 60s.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And another little bit of trivia. The production was actually started by Stanley Kubrick, who prepped the film but decided not to do it. I don't know if he got fired or if he just stepped off of it. So Brando stepped, because he does star in it as well. And he took over directing chores.
Okay. We're going to let the votes going a little longer. I think we're going to need a backup question.
Okay. So nobody answered?
Well, I think they're getting it, but it may be people that have already participated.
And yes, it was a Western. I will give you that much.
And it was not. It was not Island of Dr. Moreau.
No, it was not.
That was a very troubled production, though.
No, it was.
That actually had
horrible.
2 directors on it. How many films did Malden and Brando do together? 2? 3? I think so. So, what is the correct answer?
The answer was The Fugitive Kind.
Well, we had a lot of One-Eyed Jacks.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. One-Eyed Jack. Was it One-Eyed Jack?
You tell me. You came up with the question.
Jack may be right. Sorry. He's right.
Did you write this question down?
He's right. He's right. No, I didn't. It came off the top of my head. Well, never mind. One-Eyed Jacks is the correct answer.
We need another question because all 3 of those have already played. So let's go back to the script.
All right. Okay, so what famous LA landmark is heavily featured in Rebel Without a Cause? What famous LA landmark?
Ray Googled it. One-Eyed Jacks was in 1961, by the way. It is One-Eyed Jacks, but everybody, I guess that has played. So give that new question.
What famous LA landmark is heavily featured in Rebel Without a Cause? This is a tough one.
It could be a tough one as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's the final one. This is the final clash. Yeah. So while you're thinking about that, don't forget tomorrow we've got a new episode coming out. It is Journey Escape from 1981. And please join us for that one. And if you're into the Star Wars universe, we're doing a limited series about the Book of Boba Fett. Every Monday we're covering the 7-episode series. So you can get our opinions, what we liked, what we didn't like, and an overall grade.
So episode 4 will be on Monday. One-Eyed Jacks, 1961. Man, I can't believe I got that wrong. That was embarrassing. Sorry about that.
Actually, I thought it was the Missouri Breaks.
The Fugitive Kind, he was in, that was another Western.
Fugitive Kind was, wasn't that a...
yeah.
Tennessee Williams?
Probably.
Play?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do, since we're going to go, just to move things along, we're going to go with whoever got the first answer correct. Even if you've played, it doesn't mean just because you're going to get an extra name on the list, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the spin. So, what is the correct answer?
For the famous LA landmark and heavily featured in Rebel Without a Cause, the answer is Griffith Observatory.
So, are we taking an observatory?
Why not?
Why not?
It's close enough.
Because we do have Griffith Observatory from Dwight.
Ah, well.
So, and Dwight...
but he's already...
Dwight does not have 2 names on here, so this is his first correct trivia question, actually. So we're going to give it to him.
Oh, okay.
So he gets a second name on the wheel of names and an opportunity to win, and an opportunity to win the prize, too. So it's not just about spinning. So we're going to spin the wheel to see who's playing. If you have already played, we're going to ask you to step aside. Politely, though. Here we go. Our final clash. And it was Brando 8 and Gregory Peck. 7 for Brando and 4 for Gregory Peck. Right. Elizabeth Berg is going to be playing.
Way to go.
Please let us know what you would like to do. Would you like to leave the voting as is and spin the wheel? Who did you vote for? I believe she voted for Gregory Peck, and she said because of To Kill a Mockingbird. I believe. It's here somewhere. Yep, Gregory Peck. So, Elizabeth, you've got the choice. You could substitute Gregory Peck with a wild card. We've got Tom Cruise, Humphrey Bogart, and James Cagney left. or you can leave it and let the wheel decide. Elizabeth, let us know what your choice is. Elizabeth
Let the wheel decide.
says Peck. Let the wheel decide. We will let the wheel decide. Our final matchup. We have had 2 ties so far. Round 1, Morgan Freeman versus Gary Oldman was a tie. Jack Nicholson versus Denzel Washington was a win for Eric, and Denzel took it. No, actually, that's right. Round 3, Al Pacino versus Dustin Hoffman was a tie. Round 4, Michael Douglas versus Ryan Gosling, which was substituted for Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leo took it. Our final one, Marlon Brando versus Gregory Peck. We're going to spin the wheel to see which modifier will take over. Here we go. Here's your wheel. Here's our spin. We're going to shuffle it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Marlon Brando, 7 votes. Gregory Peck, 4 votes. We are letting the wheel decide, and the wheel says plus 2 votes for Gregory Peck. That gives Gregory Peck 6 votes and Marlon Brando 7 votes. So Marlon Brando takes the final round of our Clash of the Actors. That leaves the score Eric 2 wins and Dean 1 and 2 ties. Amazingly enough. We still need to draw prizes though, so we are not done yet, so please stay with us. Thank you everybody for joining us. That was a lot of fun. We want to thank you for joining us on these every other week shows. We're going to continue to bring more to you. Again, thank you for your support. We just reached another download milestone. We have over 4,000 downloads in our in less than our first year across all of our episodes. So thank you for your support. Sharing is caring, so sharing our posts means a lot to us as well. If you listen to us on Spotify, giving us a rating also helps our placement. So we've got nothing but love for our live shows and our participants in the live show. So thank you so much. Keep spreading it. And we've got more stuff to come. So 4,000, I would have never thought that in our first year. I didn't know what to expect, but it certainly wasn't that.
Not too shabby.
Not too
shabby at all.
So we're going to draw
onward and upward.
Onward and upward. 2 copies. We're drawing for Ultimate Trivia Volume 1, 800 plus fun and challenging trivia questions. That's a paperback book. We will have that sent to you directly. Everybody is eligible. That's on the wheel. If you've won, you've got a couple of extra names. Ray's going to head out. Thank you. Take care. If you win, Ray, we will let you know. We'll reach out to you. So rest assured. Me and Mr. 4,000. So here we go. We're giving away 2 copies. Everybody's eligible. Why not? It's fun. Let's do it that way. Eric, how many times would you like to shuffle this up?
Let's do 5.
5 again. That's the 5 is the lucky number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. The first copy of Ultimate Trivia Volume 1 is going to
Mr. Sean
Grady. Welcome. I mean, congratulations.
Welcome.
We're going to remove all instances of Sean. He will never exist on this wheel again. He is done. He is out. But congratulations, Sean. We will get you a copy of the 800 plus trivia questions. Bam, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. We are going to now spin for another copy of Ultimate Trivia Volume 1, 800 plus fun and challenging trivia questions. How many times would you like to click it again? Shuffle it. 5 again?
Yeah, why not?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it.
Do it.
Here we go. For the next copy, John DeGoog. Congratulations, John. You have won a copy of Ultimate Trivia 800 plus fun and entertaining trivia questions, all different types. It's not just movies. It's a whole bunch of different things. So thank you to Sean and to John. Congratulations to Sean and John. I think I may have your addresses. I believe so. John, send it to us in Facebook Messenger again, just to make sure. I know you've won in the past, but just make sure we get that so we can send it out to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, everybody, for participating. We are going to do another live show in a couple of weeks. We are talking about also celebrating our 1-year anniversary in person. We want to do it when it's as safe as possible. So Even though our anniversary would be next month, we may postpone just a little bit, maybe into March. Let's see how things shake out. We always want everybody to be safe, and we want to be able to see everybody in person, and we want to do that safely. So we do have 1 year. Dwight has a little I guess it's the Boba Fett episode 4, and he's giving it a 9 out of 10. He is tipping his hand on the review. If you check out our Book of Boba Fett series, we actually, Dwight, you need to give it a grade, like an A, B, C, or D.
Well, let's not jump the gun here. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to know nothing. So
take
care, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Again, check us out tomorrow. Journey is our latest episode number 50. Can't believe we've gone 50. And here's to another 50 more. And thank you, everybody, for taking the journey with us. And Sean is saying 9 is an A. So 10 would be an A+. Dwight is saying solid A.
Solid A. Well,
okay?
We'll see.
So check that out. Thank you, everybody, again, for your support. We appreciate it as we reach our 1 year milestone, but 50 episodes and over 4,000 downloads of our podcast. Absolutely amazing. We could not have done it without your support. And it's such a great feeling. And I know I speak for Eric when I say that. So
yeah,
that's going to do it for this episode of the 3324 Podcast Live Edition. We're going to see you in a couple of weeks. We will be back on February 2nd. And every week gets us that much closer to spring. So maybe we'll talk about music that we associate with seasons or weather or something like that. That might be fun to do. So in the meantime,
possibilities
are
nothing
endless.
But on this show.
Nothing but possibilities.
So, yep.
So just to recap, Eric was the victor in this clash of the actors, 2-1 with 2 ties. That we've never seen one tie, much less 2. Yeah. So an amazing, a lot of fun tonight. Thanks, everybody. We went over an hour, but thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations again to John DeGug and to Sean Grady. Get us your mailing information, and we will get you set up with your prizes. Thank you so much. And for Eric, this has been Dean, and you know the rest.
Good night, everyone. Take care.
You've been listening to the 3324 Podcast with Dean Legiro and Eric Kuber. You can find us on your favorite podcast provider, so please like, subscribe, and rate to become a part of the 3324 family. Your feedback is important, so make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at 3324 Podcast and on Twitter at 3324P to join the conversation.